Good morning, everybody. How's everyone doing today? All right, let's see what we can do here today. Currently, I'm looking at USD CAD here. I was initially interested in the buys. I was hoping price can reach up here. Didn't happen. So now I'm keen on price reaching this level right here. So we can see if we can take the buys. Vice versa, if price reaches up here, we will consider the sells. Again, once price reaches these areas, we don't want to just pull the trigger straight away. Otherwise, you might see something like this happening where price just rockets to one direction. So we want to be a little bit more cautious and see how price reacts at that level and then take the trade accordingly. But again, thank you for joining this morning. If you are new here, please do subscribe. And if you are already subscribed and come here or have been here before, please do hit the like button. That way it helps the channel grow and we can have more people here benefiting from the streams. But as you can see here, we have a nice little range going on within like this box right here, I would say. See how many pips it is. It's a good 11 pip range, but we are looking for price to reach here or here. Again, it's always nice to know who's watching and where you are with your trading right now. If you want, you can drop that in the chat. And again, if you have any questions, do let me know and I will see if I can answer those for you. Okay, so essentially what we're waiting for is price to reach one of either this level right here. Again, what I would prefer is much rather price reach here. That way we'll have the EMA tap and we can then predict this move down all the way. However, what price could do right now is just get here and then take off. So either which way, we are prepared and we'll take the trade accordingly. Again, we don't need to rush into the trades. We can just be patient and look forward to how we're going to do this. GJ here, on the other hand, has been more of a big winner yesterday. Let's see if I can show you guys. We took a trade from right here, and if we had let runners run, we would have been up 330 pips. 330 pips. That's an insane amount of pips. Quite literally. From here all the way to here. What a beautiful push. And as you can see, it was literally anticipated. The push up. Now we expect price to get to this level right here before I can consider selling GJ. At this current time, I would not sell GJ just because I know it has some room to fly. So if anything, we would take the buys, but unfortunately, price action is not clear on the pair, and therefore we will just avoid GJ for today. However, USD CAD is looking clean in terms of building the range here, and therefore we have no issues taking the trade if it gets to our anticipated levels. Again, guys, we are looking for the push here. If we get that push, we will be selling it. I prefer to get the push up here. However, if we don't, then I'll be looking for a buy here. Again, just because price reaches to that level does not mean we will be executing the trade. Because what could happen is we could end up in a situation where price breaks out of the range, and then we would be hitting our stop loss. So we're just gonna make sure we assess the price and how it's moving at the given area in order for us to then take the trade. So this would be one idea, which I prefer just because there's also EMA tap. The second idea would be obviously we would go for the long position, just like that. Again, good morning to everybody that just joined. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much for returning. If you are new here, please do hit the subscribe button and the like button. And I hope you enjoy the streams here. I do this every day, 6 a.m. Eastern, and we just take trades together. And in the hope that you guys will learn how I trade and become profitable at some point. Again, if you guys do have any questions, feel free to ask me. This is why I'm here. And yeah, if you are new, maybe introduce yourself. So I know, it's nice to know where my viewers are from and where they're at in the trading journey. So as you can see on the screen here, that is the trading idea as of currently. Let's look at GJ. GJ is a little choppy for me right now, but we did have this great win yesterday all the way from here. If he had let runners run, we would have been up, I believe, around 330 pips. Yeah, 330 pips almost from yesterday with like a 2 pip drawdown, which is insane, guys. So again, this strategy is really powerful. If you know what you're doing, you're able to make some great returns. Again, it does take a little bit of time to master, but if you're willing to put in the grind, you will get there. I document this on my Instagram, so you guys can go check it out. But I do this every single day here. Yesterday we did take this trade. Let me see if I can zoom into it and show you guys. Yesterday's trade was looking like this. Our stop loss was somewhere here. Literally went into 2 pip drawdown, and then you guys can see what happened. It just literally shot up. If we had some runners running, again, I'll show you guys again, would have been 330 pips, which is an insane amount considering we were only a 2 pip drawdown. So it's a very powerful strategy. If you guys stick around, you guys will know. And today, I don't like GJ. There's no real price action going on for me that I like. So we're going to leave GJ alone. Instead, we're going to concentrate on USD CAD. Again, USD CAD is more of a trade I am interested in today. Again, if you have just joined and you're not a subscriber, please do subscribe and do hit the like button. That way we're able to get to more people on YouTube here and more people can benefit from the community that we're building. If you do have any questions, drop them in the chat and I will answer those for you. So yeah, we would be literally waiting for these entry points here. We have the EMA tap as well, which I would prefer. I would much rather prefer the sell rather than the buy, just because the way the price is setting up, we are in an overall bearish trend as far as it comes to this time frame, and overall we are bearish as well. However, we could see an exhaustion at this level for price to then just rocket up. But again, we will see. So overall, what could happen is, if you look at the larger time frame, price came down, tested this level, and there we go. Could very well happen. So what we just have to do is be very, very careful here. And once we get into more advanced stuff, we'll talk about the head and shoulders pattern, which does form. And, this could be an example of that. So right now we just here on a waiting game, and we'll just see what happens. All right. So if you are new here, please do hit the like button and subscribe. Just helps the channel and the algo to kick in, so we have more people joining, and that way we can help other people. Again, what I am looking for here is a tap of this EMA, preferably, and then we will be selling this off. Again, if that does not happen, we will be looking for a buy. And now we do have to be very wary when the price does reach these levels, as again, we don't want a situation where, let's say, price reaches up to this level and then this happens where price just rockets away. So just because price reaches a certain level, we have to see how candles react. We have to look to the left, and we also have to see overall momentum of where the pair is heading. However, I do like to sell on USD CAD. I do believe it can come up here again, and then we can take the short. Bearing in mind, if you look at the 4-hour here and look at the bigger picture, we might just be gearing up for this big move up. So if we are just kind of zooming out, you will understand that this could be something totally different. So as long as you know, obviously we're not looking for such a big move, but however, if you are aware of these things, you can avoid your stop losses being hit more often, because we are aware of where price could head to, and that way we are more cautious when we pull, before we pull the trigger. And so let's just wait and see what happens here. Again, if you are new here, please do subscribe and like the video. Also hit the notification button if you want to be informed every time live. And that will help the channel a lot. Thank you. That was a shameless plug, but my aim is to, reach out to as many of you. First of all, the community grows, which is always nice, and we will be able to help more people out with the streams. We have a half an hour candle coming up in the next 3 minutes. Let's see if we can see some magic here in the next, within the next candle, half an hour candle. All right. So let's see here. We have a half an hour candle coming up in 2 minutes. Hopefully we can see price reach either one of our levels very soon. And then that way we can execute a trade based on the way price is behaving in our anticipated trigger area. Yesterday was a beautiful day. Again, we caught a huge win, which is always great to see. But again, are some days that are a little slower where we don't find the right opportunity and we aren't able to pull the trigger sometimes, which is very rare. But sometimes we just have to be a little bit more patient in order to capitalize on those moves. And sometimes we're just too late. There's some streams that jump on and we have missed a move, and the next move does not make sense for me. So it's a waiting game. You just need to apply discipline, and I believe a lot of strategies do work, but the discipline is missing and people are not willing to stick to the rules. That kills a lot more traders than you guys think. They're not sticking to the rules. It's unfortunate, however, it is true. And as long as we can acknowledge those things, we can work on them. Either which way, if price starts to rocket, we'll have to be we have to be a little careful, because I do believe price can come up and go for this level right here. And so, and given that, we will have to be careful here. Other than that, I hope you guys are having a great Thursday. Again, it's a great day. It's a great week. If you are up and alive, have a roof over your head, and trading reopen, I think you're really blessed. And so we'll take that positivity and, we will reflect that on the charts here. And like this time that we wait for the price to gear up to get to your area, it's also good. You get some screen time and you understand how your pair is moving at a certain time, and subconsciously you are learning, which is a great thing. When you trade a pair every single day, you need to know how it moves, the characteristics of somebody. Um, and so I do not mind waiting here. I have no issues just observing price in order for me to take the best trade that I can. And that's all you have to do day in, day out in order for you to benefit and really make this happen here. Again, I do request, if you're new here, do hit the like button, um, and subscribe if you haven't. I do this every single day, 6 a.m. Eastern, and we will be carrying on to do so. Okay, all right. As you can see, we are seeing a push here. Um, I did say I'd much rather get this touch, but I know overall price does have potential to break out of this range and start heading up. So we have to be careful here when price does reach the area. Alternatively, it could just reject this again. But at that point, I would not take the trade because it does not align with the strategy, and therefore I'll just wait. So we have a nice strong push here. We could even do something like this. But I do want price to wick into this level right here. Before we do that, we have a 30-minute and 15-minute EMA lined up around the area. And what price usually does is tap it. So this is more of a preferable. Something like this. All right, there we go. Price pushing up now. Let's see if we can reach all the way here to our entry. If not, I will not be taking the trade just because it wouldn't make sense for me. And I have to stay true to my strategy. And by staying true to my strategy, I'm able to profit almost every single week. So we're just going to be patient and see what happens here. Price could easily rip right through. Again, as I mentioned on the higher time frames, what we can see here is the larger range here. It could just go from here, boom, and then straight up. As we can see, price is reaching to our area of interest. Again, once price reaches there, I am anticipating to sell. However, price could also just rip right through. If you look at the 4-hour, you can see what could cook up here. What could happen is this. And so we have to be careful. Let's see. Sometimes we wait for this entry and it never happens and price leaves us behind. But that's okay. I stay true to my strategy, and that way I am profitable. So I'm gonna need price to come to that level before I hit the trigger here. We have the 15-minute EMA and I believe the 30-minute EMA right there. And I just need price to hit that area before I get into any trades here. Again, GJ here. Yesterday we had a great run on GJ. We caught, let's see, I think it was 35 pips and then 50. If we had let runners run, we would have been up 330 pips around that. And we were in like a 2 pip drawdown, so it shows you how strong this strategy really is. Again, if you are new here, welcome. Please do subscribe and hit the like button if you're liking the stream. And we will continue to do the streams every single day, 6 a.m. Eastern. That's a promise from me to you guys. And I won't step down on that one. Again, this is not an easy sport. It's not something you can just, come and learn and then disappear. It takes a lot of time to master. And mastery of your own. You have to know yourself. And that's when you will see results. So again, as I mentioned, sometimes what happens, price is just going to reject here. But I personally need price to trigger my entry here. And let's see if we can achieve that right now. Let's see here. Good morning. Good morning. And thank you for joining again. Again, if you do enjoy the streams, please do hit the like button. And as you can see on the screen here, we are waiting for an entry right here. Had a very busy day. I'm just coming back. Okay, brother, no problem. Thank you so much for joining. Again, a busy day can also be a good day. And, if you're healthy, you're alive, and you're able to join, it's God's blessing. And so, hopefully, we can get a good trade here and make this a profitable day. And if not, that's okay. We'll come back the next day and we'll do the same thing again. I have backtested this strategy for years and I know the potential it holds, guys. And during the live streams, I will be showing more and more. And, we can benefit from these streams. See. Again, guys, if you are enjoying the streams, please do hit the like button. It helps the algorithm and more people can find us that way. We are here near our entry, however, price has not hit our entry point yet. And we're gonna follow our rules and we're gonna just wait for it. Sometimes we can miss the train here. This price could just easily drop all the way down without us. But that's okay. The strategy has a high win rate. I'm not too concerned. I'll just come back stronger and better next time. I need price to give me good confirmation before I take such trades. So I won't be rushing no trades. And neither should you. We should just wait and follow this strategy the way I have back tested it in order for us to benefit from it. Okay, so now the price is making a push up here. Look at that, guys. Right in. Okay, now you can see I moved down to the 5 minute chart. Now I want to see how price reacts here. All right, that's a nice rejection here. But is it enough? Is it enough for us to enter? No. Look at that. So what could happen in reverse is price could just break out this range and just shoot up. And therefore we will not take the sell. Now I believe the price could head to this level. But we're gonna have to see how price moves. If price can close above this 30-minute EMA, we would not be taking the sell. And look at that strong push. So let me show you something. Let's look to the left here. Okay. Again, we are not in this trade as of currently. We're gonna wait. Again, as I had mentioned before, we have to see how price reacts. All right. So now you see price here. I am going to enter a buy. If we now what I'll be waiting for is something like this, guys. So you see how it changed up the bias? It's purely based on price, how price reacted here. I don't believe price is gonna go down here again. It clearly broke out the range. And what we need now is price could either just rocket the way it is, or it could give us a little touch here, which is usually unlikely, but it could, even if you take this from here, let's see, doesn't make sense. You know what, guys? I'm gonna take this buy. Based on the fact that price could just rocket up from here, and we don't want to miss the move, it'll still be a good risk reward. And if the risk reward makes sense, then we will take the trade according to the risk reward here. All right, guys. So I have taken the trade. This is a little more of an aggressive entry, only because what usually ends up happening is price starts just shooting up. Um, and when that happens, it's hard to find the entry, and therefore sometimes you just have to get in a little bit more aggressively. Um, I don't personally advise that to very, very beginners or um, somebody that's still learning. But if you are somebody more seasoned, you can be more aggressive if you do have the capital to back it. Let's see here. So we have a 1, 2, 3. We can extend the stop loss to, let's say, I'm gonna go with 8 pips here, and it's still almost a 1, 2, 3. And let's see what happens. Again, if you are liking the streams, then please do subscribe and hit the like button. I do this here every single day, 6 a.m. Eastern. And whether we win or lose, overall, we are at 9 wins, 1 break even, and 1 loss so far. So let's see. So we have risk reward of 2.57, which is not bad at all. Let's see here. I'm just gonna write it up here. All right. Triple three three triple three 7 8. 7 8. All right. All right. Let's see what happens, guys. All right, guys. So here we have it. We're active in the trade. And let's just see what happens here. And this is just an example of how we look at price behavior and determine what we're going to do. And I hope everybody can, look at that and appreciate how we are able to see where price is headed in order to execute the trade. Again, as a good trader, you need to understand how bias can change very quickly depending on price, how price will react. And I did tell you guys, if price closes in a certain way and reacts in a certain way, we have to switch our bias. And I do this every single day. Yes, sir. Still going. Hopefully we can hit TP, brother. Again, you know you're here with the winning team. And even if you do lose, that's okay. We'll catch another trade tomorrow. Another trade is always around. We just have to make sure we follow risk management correctly and are able to survive for another day. All right, we could see the EMA being tested here on the 30-minute and 15-minute. Again, beyond that, we wouldn't be able to control price, but it might just come down to retest the EMAs in order to take the next push up. But again, we'll stick in here and see what happens. Yeah, so price is retracing again. It could just be retesting these EMAs here on the 15-minute and 30-minute, and we should anticipate price pushing up now. Again, we can't control the market, but from my experience, we should be heading up, and this could just be a retest. But again, if we even do lose the trade, there's always a tomorrow, and we will look for a winning trade then. But the stop loss is there for, for the trade to have a little bit of breathing room. And let's see if we can take USD CAD all the way to a profit target. There you go. Now let's see if we can get the full push up here, with more volume coming. So no stressing. Let's just enjoy the ride here. All right, as you guys can see here, we are currently in a trade. Initially, we wanted to sell from this level, but looking at price when it got to our interest area, um, we had switch bias as any good trader should. Price should dictate how we take our trade, and we managed to get into a buy, and let's see how that works out. Again, we can control the market. The market does what it wants, but we can take an educated trade, and if it works out our way, perfect. If it doesn't, we come back the next day, and that's how this works. The key is to adapt with price. Um, Originally we were here, something like we're looking at selling it from around this area. Obviously did not happen. So price broke above and we decided to take the buy. And now we're just waiting for volume to kick in and see where price is headed. Again, losing trades are part of the deal here. But if we can take an educated trade, we will do so. And let's just see what happens here. If you are new here, please do subscribe. Hit the like button. I'm here every single day, 6 a.m. Eastern. And we just take trades together and learn a thing or two. Now, I do believe price can absolute rocket through here. But what I would need is the touch of this EMA and then for it to rocket up. Again, we can control the markets, but we can take an educated trade and follow our strategy. That's all we can do. And the rest we leave the market to deal with. This strategy that I have created, very powerful strategy over the long term. It has provided me some great results. It has a very high win rate, and that's why the losses are very minimal, first of all. But if I do take a loss, it does not bother me in any way because I believe in the strategy. I know what it can do for me. I know what it has done for me. And so therefore, we always stay calm and composed. We let the trade do its thing, and we keep coming back and winning. So there you go. Let's see if we can get a nice push up here. And TP1 is at the 1-to-1 risk reward. After it hits this point, I will not let my profit go away. I will usually close half of my trade and take my stop loss to break even. And sometimes I let it run all the way to TP2. But it just depends on how I am feeling that day. Again, if you are new here, welcome. Please do hit the like button and the subscribe button. And again, I want to say thank you to everybody that joins the streams. I do this for you, and I appreciate you guys coming and putting your trust in me. And you guys can go to my Instagram. You guys will see all the results there as well. And I've been doing this for almost 7 years. I try to document most of it on my Instagram. You guys can check that out. And if you have any questions about this, about trading, about me, my journey, please feel free to ask. But yes, we do this every single day, 6 a.m. Eastern. You're more than welcome to join. And please do hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and the like button. And I'm only pushing the like and subscribe is because the algorithm will kick in and then more people can benefit from these streams. And that's my only goal here, to provide some guidance to people that need it. I won't be here forever, but for the time that I am here, I do want to help out people who just need a little bit of guidance in this trading world. All right, that is flirting with our stop loss here. But let's just see what happens. One minute left to the next candle. Can we get saved here? Or is this gonna take us out? Let's see what happens here. We need a strong bullish close here. Otherwise, we might find ourselves in a sticky situation here where we might lose the trade. But nonetheless, we'll just have to see here. All right, okay. Again, we've been tapped out here on this trade, which is okay. It happens. Now I wonder what price is gonna do from here. but it is our first loss in a while, and we'll just have to come back and find another trade and make up to the loss again. Just want to put it out there. Losses are part of this game. No matter how good you are, no matter what type of strategy you have, you will face losses at some point, which is totally fine. Again, V did everything following the strategy. Price had a breakout here out of the range, and our usual price action would be here, back at where it was, and then it just rockets up. Didn't happen, or it might still happen, but it exceeded our stop loss here, and we'll just take the loss here and look for another opportunity tomorrow. Let's see, GJ here climbing still. We'll be waiting for GJ to reach this level before we will look at another trade on GJ. However, I still believe that USD CAD will eventually reach our profit target here. It didn't do that now, but I believe that it still will head up north towards the profit targets. Unfortunately, it has stopped us out, and we will come back and hopefully catch another winner tomorrow. Again, this could also be a learning lesson. We have to follow risk management at all times and just trust the strategy and follow it out. I do anticipate it still flying up. Maybe our stop loss was a little too short, but that's how my strategy works, and we'll just come back stronger. Now, learning lesson here is, what could we have done differently? Now, in my opinion, there's not much we could have done differently. What we could have done is maybe keep the stop loss a little bigger by 2 pips. Maybe that would have made a difference, but we will see when we come back tomorrow if that would have made a difference. Other than that, I would not change anything about this trade. I've taken the same trade many, many times, and usually we end up in profit. But that's okay. We're gonna head out for today, and we'll be back tomorrow and here to catch some pips. Thank you for coming, guys. I appreciate you guys. If you do like the stream, do hit the like button and subscribe. And hopefully we'll come back stronger tomorrow and hit a banger. Take care. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow. But we're definitely going to look out for this. I do believe that this still has potential to go up. We just weren't able to survive the retracement here. Take care, guys, and thank you for joining.